Yeah, right.
I don't want. I don't want
As if.
Yeah, but I don't want them control. I do not like. No, the government is trying to control the internet and
trying to control it.
if I regulate
So that
I we
pay for our internet, we pay for our ISP.
it should not be recognized as a utility because one, there was
Water and power utility. I mean, I can understand
You
a
want-
free market perspective saying, let it all be free market. What do you mean they're charging us to pay?
Yeah,
They're
but-
making us pay for the service.
the reason why-
and they're deciding which sites to be faster, which sites to be
the
slower.
reason why companies doing that is because they're too big to fail. So that means it's the right time for them to make it look good. Make it
That makes no sense. If for free market,
government always puts the end right.
it makes no sense.
Government always wants to regulate, and the free market should not be regulated whatsoever.
Whatsoever, so we should have consumer protections.
So if
the company wants to come in and say to you that, I'm sorry, but this toy has got lead in it and it might cause your child to die.
Yeah, but if
You know what I mean? That's okay.
a company
There
is,
needs to be a certain amount of regulation. I can understand you saying too much regulation. No,
if you know
I can understand that.
going to do
But
something completely immoral, let everyone know, not to buy that product in the future.
so the people that die in the meantime, so then they're forced to go to court, and the court, their ability to apply is forced mediation.
Are you saying that in this day and age there are still toys being made with lead in them? Is that what you're saying?
No, I said no
Then it's a
such
poor
thing, but
it's
I
a poor
believe in
analogy.
consumer protection.
What?
I believe in consumer protections.
Well,
We should take
consumer
it for
protection
granted.
is all well and good, but our government tends to go way beyond
Is there any
what
kind
is
of
just
middle
protecting
ground?
people.
No regulation.
What? No, there's a difference. There is a happy medium in between over-regulation and no regulation.
ISP for service. They should not be able to then sell again the right for certain websites to run faster than certain other ones. They're charging you twice and they're giving you poorer service.
Okay,
So why is that wrong?
So then start up your own internet service that's faster than them.
Do you realize
And-
how much money it takes and where they put the internet? Verizon is paying
Of course.
people to lobby.
So group together with a bunch of other like-minded individuals and start your own internet that's in competition with the other. Yes. Start your own internet servers. All you gotta do is buy some server time.
This guy, entrepreneurs got to commit what they're doing.
Basically, the bottom of what you're talking about, you're saying no regulation. Okay, I can understand what you're saying. If you overregulate, fine. But there has to be somewhere in the middle that we can agree upon. And if I'm
I think you're right.
for a service, I can't count on the fact that Verizon loses national coverage, that AT&T loses national coverage, that US Cellular has national. That they're not already. They already have the right to take my personal information and sell it. It's already gone. Agipie gave that away.
Well, every time we sign up for these services,
There's a difference between that. I choose to use Facebook. Okay, Facebook. When I would choose to use their service, it's for free. Okay, I just pay my ISP to get to that. Okay. When I get onto Facebook, I know that they're going to be looking at everything I like. I know that they're going to be looking at.
and I know that they're also going to be censoring anything that's conservative whatsoever, so it can't hardly see the light of day.
Yeah, look at Sinclair Media and talk about censorship.
Who's Sinclair Media?
Why don't you go look it up?
Well, tell me the short version.
I use Facebook. I use Twitter. I know that they're going to be monitoring me. I know that they're going to be looking at my likes and my dislikes. They're going to be using market targeting on me.
Yeah.
I give up that right by joining their service.
Yeah.
I don't do that when I hire an ISP to provide me access to the internet. You don't start up your internet. The internet's already in existence.
Well, yeah.
You provide a lane to get onto the internet.
Right.
So then they should not be able to say. They should not be able to say, "Oh, well, you know what? I don't like Fox News. So you know what? I'm going to make Fox News run a little slower." They're not paying me the same that CNN is. Okay? I already pay my ISP for access to the internet. They should not be able to charge Fox, charge them, make extra money so that they can make certain sites run faster or slower. Neutral, so that everybody has equal access to information. That's the foundation of being an informed voter.
Okay, so neutral. You want the government censoring? You want not?
No, the government does not control the internet. They just say that you cannot, as a company, double sell.
Double sell. But if the
You should
company
be on
is
my
double
side.
selling- No,
If you're a forgotten man, you think you're forgotten, then jump on my side. Keep it neutral so that people can go to the website that you create, and it doesn't run slow because you didn't create it. So you want a bunch of liberal media controllers saying, well, you know what, I don't want people going to Fox News. I don't want people going to Breitbart. That's a load of shit. No.
But honestly, if someone told me
Freedom
not
of
to go to
information.
much, I would go because I don't like people what to do.
You know what?
So, honestly, I
But
would
the government is not always the root of all evil.
I will say, why did I want
Regulation is not always the root of all evil, sir.
Wait, that's a dumb reason. So I would use the service. Okay, so if I wanted to eat at Burger Burgers and I never been there before, I can just go to Yelp, take a look at the ratings, and that's a free market solution to regulations. Sites like Yelp. Anybody can put rate
And Yelp can't be manipulated?
Okay, right. The case is you get okay. So when a company with a controversial makes a controversial deal, you get a lot of good comments from local customers, a lot of bad comments from customers who've never been there. So you can you see good people now
This should be also true about the FCC.
Yeah, it should be.
So the FCC should be able to see it comments. Did you go and make a comment expressing your views to the FCC?
Yeah,
did you go to the website?
Yeah.
Did you? Yes.
Yes.
You did.
Yeah.
As did I.
Okay,
sir.
so then
So there's our regulation
yeah.
and government.
Okay,
at
so
work.
talking about free market solutions, okay, the FCC is anything before you can put anything on the shelves, you have to get a government approved, and you have to pay a fee. We should have a stamp system, so if you the FCC should the FDA. FDA should run on a step basis.
How does the FDA relate to the FCC?
Bobby, you're probably getting the wrong alphabet soup together.
Okay, so our free market view. Okay, so everything you buy in the store is free market. See, okay, Amazon. We know they're making stores. So if I wanted to put something in Amazon, one of the Amazon stores, and I did not want and we had stamp system for the FDA for the Food and Drug Administration. On a stamp system,
Hi, Amy. How you doing?
I can go my own route, road naturally, just,
Oh, pretty good.
sell it.
Bobby's
And,
at a protest here. He's protesting against net neutrality.
Access to do that. What if somebody said,
So,
you know what, you paid me to market your materials, but
So you can
know,
keep the camera on him and
you know,
conversation
Target,
here.
You want to sell it at Target, right? Well, I'm going to charge
Huh?
Target too. They can have the right to sell your stuff. You know what I mean? So they're going to make money not only from you paying them.
Just a minute. Let me get where I can hear you a little bit better. We're out in the middle of
That's
traffic.
unfair. That's
Bobby.
quashing capitalism.
Bobby, can you stay away from the...
It's going to have to move this way a little bit. When this truck takes the corner, it's going to be kind
Oh,
of short.
yeah.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I don't want you to get hit.
Hey, Bobby.
Yeah.
Here, you can hold the camera now if you want.
So, so,
Free market capitalism is a wonderful thing. And we should not.
it's okay. It's okay. I'll get that later. Okay, thank you. So it's yeah. So, but free market
See,
capitalism.
we're not too far apart. It's just that where you look at the government being the one who's the enemy, I tend to look at the corporations taking advantage.
Okay.
Okay.
If a corporation takes
what we want is the same thing. We want free market capitalism, and the best way to do that is to have a free system, not to have net neutrality, where they don't say, you know what, Fox didn't pay me this, Breitbart didn't pay me this, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make them run a little slower. That doesn't seem fair. That doesn't seem like what you're talking about.
If a company wants to charge me extra, this should be put on notice. Hey, everyone, these companies are charging you extra for going to this.
What if they
so
all
people can
do
choose.
It? What if they all do it? What if
Then-
Verizon does it? What if AT&T does
Then
it?
that'd be a
What
perfect-
if they all do it?
then if they all do it,
you go to one
if
and
it-
you go to the other. You say start your own up from the ground. Do you realize how much money that would take?
Yeah, it's
Do you
be-
realize
it's
the kind of
better-
power those guys have?
Okay.
I can't start my own
Apple
internet
started.
company.
Apple started in the garage.
Apple started a garage, but they had a piece of brilliant.
Yeah.
And they had to wait. You know how long it took them to make that money to get to the place where they are.
But because you have to build a company by brick. So you got to put real time and effort.
In the meantime, while I'm building that company, I have to use that ISP that's deciding what can run fast and what can run slow. why not just have a rule that says, you know what, you're already making money by charging
Yeah,
for internet
but
service.
the companies who are
Internet service, but you can't charge the companies to make and the websites so that you can make certain ones run fast and certain ones run slow.
Yeah, so
that's wrong.
if I had
I'm not
stock
talking
in-
about just the ones I
if I
like,
had
I'm talking about
stock-
ones that you like
yeah.
too.
So if I had stock on Verizon, I pay for Cricket for service. So if I had stock on Verizon, and they would from people's internet, I can take my stock out of Verizon.
That's a very jarring thing to have it shaken all over
Yeah.
like that. It's very hard on the eyes.
I can take
we
my
don't
stock.
disagree.
I
We
can take out my
disagree
stock
about
out
methods.
at a company.
We both want the
who's,
same thing, but we're disagreeing
and
about
I can take my
methods.
stock.
Okay.
into a different company which
So
is
where's the
best
common ground
practice.
between the two extremes then?
I think that we both want free market capitalism.
Okay.
That does not always mean zero regulation. I think it's not a bad idea to say, you know what, in our best interest, in the interest of growing things, that we should have neutral internet. Because that means that if I want to go to Fox News or if I want to go to,
I'm in agreement with you there.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's thought through this whole argument
Yeah, so
that he's making very well.
having that consumer protection is a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so it benefits you and it benefits me. But having that company decide who can invest in Russell based on the money they get from the individual websites or whoever is anti-capitalist.
Okay. So if net neutrality was more of a stamp, more of the regulation was set up as a stamp solution and not a mandate, I'd be more.
How is it enforceable to a major corporation if it's not a mandate?
It's okay. So it's
How is it enforceable?
It's
Out of the goodness
one
of their
is-
heart, they're not
if-
going to choose to make the money.
Okay, so if a company does, if net neutrality get passed, the company self throttles, and the government finds out that we use force against them to apply for law. And a company tries to go against the law, and net neutrality gets passed. Okay, government enforcing regulation is force, and force is battle for market. The free market is not a ordered machine. The government runs our economy on Keynesian economics. So they think the free market system is a machine. That's like having the government work on the machine is having to force the kind of run the machine. So the market in the Austrian form, the Austrian version of the free market, the free market system is the free market system. So bad competitors die on the vine. By bad companies die.
You really don't want to. We're talking about net neutrality. We're
Yeah,
not talking about the foundations of the argument.
Okay, so
I mean, you can
the
make
free
a
market
point
system
based upon your philosophy, but you don't explain your entire philosophy.
Okay, so the free
to
market
me.
system is honestly a living, breathing organism system. So if a company is a bad fruit, it will die on the vine. And a good fruit, it's consumed.
That's a hell of a metaphor you're making. You're a poetic person.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. You're poetic. But can we get back to what we're talking about here?
Yeah, so-
okay, you're talking about a larger system. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'd be a much deeper and long conversation than we're talking about here. But from the perspective that as I think you just explained to me, what you prefer is less regulation and more consumer control.
Yes.
And as part of that consumer control, I would assume that you want some sort of consumer control. Okay? So that's not a dirty word from where you're coming from. I'm assuming you're a libertarian, am I right?
Yes, I am a
Okay.
libertarian. So-
because you're a libertarian, you believe in individual rights.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay, so-
because you want for a tangent, I'll go for a tangent.
Okay.
One of the problems that I believe that observed libertarians have is they don't necessarily support, for example, what this is correct?
Okay, they don't like
Let me make one point about it before you answer, okay? And the reason is because they don't believe government regulation. How does that relate to eminent domain being used by the government to force pipeline going through it?
Okay, so the libertarians don't want the government to use their hands, but the libertarians understand that the oil pipeline does need them. They have to use semis and trains to deliver that oil to Canada.
How does that relate? How does that relate to
pipe
eminent domain?
is
The
more-
use of eminent domain would seem to be against what you're talking
so the
about.
pipe.
If people are willing to sell land, it's a choice. It's about your choice, right? So if I'm a farmer and I choose and I want to sell my land, that's okay.
Yeah,
But if I don't want to sell my land and they use eminent domain to take my land,
It's
is that okay?
Not
Or is that
okay.
against individual freedom?
But if BP
Well, as I understand it, if you're talking about the
now,
Keystone XL pipeline,
Yeah.
they don't actually buy the land. They buy an easement across the land, which is a very good amount of money for the farmers,
But
and
there are some people
continuing
who
you-
are not to take the money.
Right.
They have to, the internet domain has to be used.
Yeah.
Right.
It's happening.
Oh,
So would you not necessarily then go back to the individual rights?
the
And
company
say,
should
no,
go
they don't
around
want to
that.
do it. They should go around that. That's a wonderful admission.
Yeah.
Are they doing that? No.
No, but the,
So what?
That
Is it 100% black and white then to you?
okay. The thing is,
Should there be consumer protections to protect in a free market system with less regulation?
Yeah.
Should there be?
And look
Should
at
I be
the
forced
side.
into forced mediation rather than going to court?
should
Should I be enforced mediation? That's in the fucking contract when I sign up for Verizon. Forced mediation.
Anytime you've got government involved and force, they're forcing you basically in many cases at the point of a gun
Well,
to
you're talking
comply
about-
with what
you're
they
talking
want.
about- You're talking about legislative, right?
Yeah.
And
Let's-
judicial. I know
yeah.
you have your problems with judicial too. But should I be forced into forced mediation if I have a problem with Verizon? Should I?
If you don't like
I shouldn't.
If you don't
So
like
there's some leeway there between our two different perspectives. And the same thing I'm talking about here with net neutrality. You can say, you know what, I want the government out of it. I don't like them. I don't want them there. But you know what? There has to be consumer protection. There has to be for the person who's
What's the top lines mean?
Ajit Pai is the head of the FCC. And
Okay.
I feel as though he is being used like a tool by Verizon, who he used to work for as a lawyer. He's the tool of Verizon and other internet service providers. Try and get this overturned in the same way that they showed through that now your internet history can be sold to marketers from your ISP. When I do something on Facebook, I know that they be monitoring. When I pay my ISP, so my personal history should not be for sale. Okay?
So I think the only way that we can actually get away from that is probably to come up with a competing network. And I think there's enough of us out here.
And I'll come and join.
What's
You know
that?
what? I don't have hundreds of millions of dollars.
Well,
nor the-
not
nor the-
individually we don't have, but if we all band together,
You started. Give me your name
I
and
might.
phone number. When you do that, that's your $1 million idea. You got it right there.
well,
In the
I've got an even
meantime,
bigger idea than that.
There are
I-
billionaire companies out there
Hey.
with the power and the PR and the people in Washington
now-
pushing their point of
Now,
view.
think about this one.
People who used to work for Verizon are in government now. Oh my God!
I've got an
Drain the
invention.
swamp.
Hey,
Drain the
I-
swamp, buddy.
So, but
Yeah.
there should be, there, honestly, for when it comes to company and government, there should be a wall between the companies and the government for the government doesn't doesn't destroy the free market system.
Free market system is good. Panelist consumer protection. I shouldn't be forced into forced mediation. I shouldn't be told that I'm going to be charged twice for something I'm already paying for.
that I agree with.
There you go. You see, we're not too far apart.
Yeah.
I believe in civil liberties.
So when it
Okay.
comes to land disputes, if I land dispute with a company, usually I get the government involved by suing them in court.
Yeah, but
The
what if you're in forced mediation? Then you can't go to court. You have to go and meet with the person that they decide is going to make the decision for you.
Then
Is that okay with you?
That
No.
person doesn't want to
It
help me
shouldn't be.
fix my problem. I'll go above his boss.
How?
Call up.
It's a contract that you sign. Do you read the entire contract you mentioned after? Read that whole contract?
Majority, 90%
Do you know
people
what's in there?
90% of people do not read the whole contract. Most contracts, I just take a read. I don't read because I'm not supposed to have a problem. I don't know what I'm going to get myself into. When I sign, almost when I do.
I pray that it never comes to where you have to actually find out what's in that contract. Okay?
But you know how
Because you're
those
right. Most people
companies-
don't have the patience
Yeah.
to read. And I agree.
You're
love
right.
free market. I believe in capitalism too.
Most of us don't
I
have
believe in less regulation.
patience
That's
to
good
read.
too. And I do believe in consumer protections. And you can't make a company as big as AT&T, as big as Verizon, do what is right unless it's codified in law. You can't. They're just going to do what they're going to go to the other extreme.
Yeah. Okay. So, all companies start as small as burger, and they have a good service. They go to the size of food. And schools have better service. They go to the size of Starbucks. Each company, when it's big day, has to be 50 years back. It's the start of the
Can I share a very short example? You tell me whether or not it's fair, okay? This is just kind of as a little circle, okay? My father grew up with a man who was in the candy business in Chicago. You ever heard of 80s candies? those little green candies. You sometimes get them. You put them on your pillow at the hotel.
Okay,
You might
yeah.
get them at the Olive Garden after you finish little green
Yeah.
wrap candy.
Yeah.
That's the company that he started from the ground up. He's an immigrant. Okay, and he was able to make his money because he made a deal with the unions. And the unions that said that okay, we'll accept a certain amount of pay in order to keep the economy rolling and moving forward. Okay, he made a large amount of money in that business. Candies, I think they did Red Hots, Mike and Ike's. You know those?
Okay, all those, yeah.
Yeah, those candies.
Right.
Then he retired. Okay, and he was living well. He was enjoying his time. But he got the itch again. He said, I need to get back into this. So he went back. And he decided, I'm going to get back into candy business. This is what I know. But what he didn't take into account was that he no longer had that sweetheart deal that he made with the union. Okay? And so he lost everything because he was stupid about the way he went back into business. Now you would say, okay, now that is an example of someone not taking into account all of the possible criteria that affect them. Now, do you recognize? You were just talking to me about for 50 years that company had been building it up. His company was successful for more than 50 years. He was a multimillionaire, and he did that. But there were other things. Like you say, that Fuddruckers might be doing great right now. Yeah. You know why it might be doing great now? Because of the population that's in this area. Because it's convenient. Okay. Then over time, the different criteria change. So it's more than just the best service will always win out. There are other criteria that are entering into it that makes
It's like the old thing.
Right in the back.
The only thing constant is change.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
absolutely true.
if I was to start my own business, I would not make a deal with the union because unions, my name.
That's kind of off the point. Okay,
Yeah,
I understand your perspective.
That's my perspective.
I get your point.
And so, so
That's how he
he
happened.
decided to take a risk with the union. That was his choice to take a risk with the union. And
Well, he succeeded with that. He did it for 50 years. When he retired,
Yeah.
that deal was gone. If he's not retired, kept that deal, he'd still be making money. Okay, so it's not about the union. Okay, it's about the individual criteria.
but
Okay?
at the time he did, he chose his situation. Sadly, he did choices, and since he made bad choices, he lost.
Yeah.
And the free market, but the great free market, you lose everything, you can go back tomorrow and start up again.
Not with that credit.
Bad credit is a tough thing to overcome.
Honestly, I have no credit.
Credit card,
So
bank.
if I start a company, I have to start it by brick and mortar, and then I do.
We can agree on that. We can agree on that. But you also cannot oversimplify it and say, that free market will outlaw. There's got to be consumer protection.
Only because there are greedy people in positions of power.
Yeah.
Greedy people in government, greedy people in corporations.
Both, yes.
Where you fear
Power hungry, greedy
government
people.
more.
Yeah.
Where you fear government more, I fear corporations. Okay. So
Well.
really, we both believe in civil liberties. I want someone who works hard to succeed too. I want someone who doesn't work hard to not succeed as much because they haven't worked as hard. Okay. I wouldn't fault them if they did. I understand that it's a complex equation. You know what I mean? But on the other hand, I don't walk around pointing my fingers at people, saying, well, you're a welfare cheat.
I don't do that either. Because honestly, there's a lot of people on welfare would actually live with disabilities, and there's one or two bad apples who get into the welfare system and abuse the system. And those people should either get in the system once they found out out of the system.
I agree. Can we take one point on this? Okay, in relation to that, recognizing that I work with people with disabilities. There are people in need, and that it's difficult for me to believe in anybody, even the harshest, cut everything libertarian that doesn't have help. You know what I mean? Want to help people who need the help.
I know some anarcho-capitalists.
Why shouldn't there be a greater onus on monitoring, how Medicaid money is being used? That should be fundamental to make sure it's being used efficiently.
Okay.
Yes, but to arbitrarily cut it and say, you know what, let's take, what was it, 88 billion? Right?
So
over the next 20 years, just say, out of philosophy. Our philosophy is that we want to reduce it, so boom, slap that off. Without even looking at the need.
Okay, so anarcho-capitalists I don't see companies as target as my master. I don't see trucks. I don't see them as my master.
So if Target were in charge of Medicaid, okay, we're not doing an official job, then you just go to Sears?
And I'll go to another charity or another. So
I think we actually need to have a lot more emphasis in our government on going after every bit of corruption and every bit of waste and fraud.
Don't agree there.
And
was you there for or be behind? I'm going to scare you with this.
what?
Has there ever been an audit of the military?
no, there hasn't.
A federal audit of the military. I believe, I love.
There are a lot of things where we've got defense contractors that are getting really sweetheart deals on a lot of things that are way overpriced that should have been put out for more competitive contract bidding.
So would it be fair from your perspective, tell me if this is true, that in many ways we do have common ideas? It's just a matter of that you say the government is big organizing corporations.
We just have different solutions to fix the same problem.
Well, you know what Eisenhower said? He said, beware of the military-industrial government complex. It'll take over and...
I'm not for, getting the troops, the armor that they need. You know what I mean? You're not going to get that from me. You're not going to get me...
What's that?
Not respecting, that. I believe they need the tools they need.
Yeah.
Since the Rock War, the companies like Blackwater, most companies would pay battle for Spain's troops, and then get them better stuff. And Blackwater actually tried to made it tried for law enforcement in Ontario, and the government had a competition. We were going to make the best troop transport to get the deal. The last competition. I know it's scary, but on the welfare situation, on the flip side, there's a lot of the returns. Since we have already, the U.S. government has made an agreement, it's an agreement to meet for welfare and social security.